Good morning, church. I hope that you are all well and you are staying safe during this season, during this period, as we are coming out of this lockdown. It will be very, very exciting to be able to completely interact with people once again. And there's some people I just love to give a good hug and say hello to once again. It's been such a long time coming, but you know what? God is still faithful through every single season, and we trust in Him for His will to be done in our lives. So I just want to share something really short with you this morning that I shared recently at one of our youth nights, and I was talking about my car and the car that I used to have at the time. And when I used to drive this car, I'd get out of the car, park it, lock it, with the central locking. But then there was just one time where, the battery stopped working, and it was ridiculous because the car wouldn't really lock. So what I would do is I'd go to the car and I'd lock it on the door with the actual key. But what that did is it only locks the driver's door, but every other door remained open. So I was just like, oh, whatever. So I would just never lock my car. I know it's really, really bad, but I just never ever locked my car. So I would just come up to the car, open it, get inside and go. And but however, I got rid of that car. And then the other day I was just driving a different car, and my mother's car. And when I went to the car, I came out of the shop and I just went to go open it. But it didn't open, and I was a bit like, oh, it didn't open. But then I realized that, oh no, this is not my car, and the key for this car is perfectly working and everything is functioning in this car. Now, this is what I am getting at. Why am I sharing this with you today? I was in a completely new car, but I was still in old car mentality. I'm going to say that again for you guys that are listening. I was in a new season. God had opened up the door for something new in my life, but I was still in old season mentality. I just feel that this morning, some of you guys that may be listening to this devotion wherever you are at, God is unlocking a new season, a new door, a new opportunity for you, and is giving you the key, but you are still wearing everything that has given you guilt, that has given you anxiety, that has given you depression, shame in the old season. And God wants you to take all of that off and walk in the new clothes that is given to you. In Ephesians 6:11, this is what it says. It says, in Ephesians 6:10, it says, a final word, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on all of God's armor so that you'll be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. For we are not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers, authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world and evil spirits in the heavenly places. The key part of this is where it says, put on all of God's armor so that you'll be able to stand firm against all the strategies. So I just want to encourage you today, this morning, as you're listening to this, put on all that God has for you instead of wearing anxiety, guilt, shame. In John 3:16, it says, for God so loved the world that He gave His one and only Son. And He did that for me and you, so that we can walk in liberation, so that we can stand free. So dress yourself in the righteous garment of what Jesus did on the cross for us. And you no longer have to wear that old mentality. You no longer have to wear your sin anymore. You no longer have to wear that old car mentality, but instead now you can walk in something new, something fresh, a new season. God says you are free from that thing that has been holding you down. So release that and let Him take control. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.